I'm Priyanka Das, and today we will be exploring the book spaces and book culture in Koramangala, Bangalore. So here we are at Bookstop, and I have chosen this topic because generally parents and the older generation come to a conclusion that the younger generation do not read anymore, and that's true to a certain extent. The practice of going to a bookstore, picking up a book, and smelling the pages has declined. But then this can be attributed to the technological advancements, which gave an opportunity to explore books through Kindle and ebooks, which are free of cost. So we will be going to a couple of bookstores in this area and interacting. So here we are at Atikalata, which is located in Koramangala, Bangalore, which is started by a couple who left their class jobs in the corporate sector to cater to the book lovers of Bangalore. So let's go inside and interact with some of the individuals. Okay, so we have at Atikalata, and we can speak to one of the regulars over here. So yeah, could you please tell us about the book culture that you observed over here?
Okay, been coming to Adagalata for around 5 months now, 5-6 months since I started. I discovered it through other friends. They had come and they put me on the mailing list, and then that's how I started coming. So far it's been a brilliant experience because I've met so many like-minded people here. It's like a community here, and it's sort of like Adda. You just come and chill out. The beautiful thing is that you don't really charge money for sitting and doing what you want to do. So it gives you a lot of freedom to explore different things. So for example, my friend who was there and I, both of us are clowns. So we've been exploring clown acts, balloon making, a lot of different things while we are here, and a lot of new ideas keep coming because that's the atmosphere of this place. It has this positive vibe where it just gives you energy to explore. So talking about the book culture, there are lots of events that happen here. There are prominent authors and also relatively new authors. They come and read their work. So that can range from really serious literary reading to performance work where you just come and let loose. And so as the author also differs, the audience also differs. So some of the audience you'll find the older crowd coming in for the more serious type of book readings, whereas the young, more literary crowd, you will find them coming for the performance poetry, or sometimes you'll have music and poetry together. So it's not only one section of the arts that is given prominence, it's like the whole plethora of arts that is given prominence. So that's...
If I'm not wrong, we have the vernacular section. Have you seen people like pick up books, and which languages have you seen them?
The times that I've been here, I have not really noticed people picking up too many books from there. It's mostly been the English, Indian writing that's being sold here. So that's what I'm seeing. And mostly graphic novels are sold. That's some of the young crowd I've seen. But I haven't really noticed anyone vernacular.
Workshop in this Adagalata space on March 14th and 15th.
Which is on my birthday basically.
Yeah, on her birthday. And the workshop is more on self-expression through theatre. So we have planned a lot in order to take this workshop, and this 2 days workshop is for 3 hours each day, and we are going to touch upon the basics of theatre, and at the same time we will allow a person to come out of his or own her inhibitions and just express themselves. You want to shed more light on it?
So like Harish was saying, that's what we are planning on doing, and the idea behind that and where it popped up from is basically all kudos to Adagalata, because this is such a vibrant creative space. Forget the books, book is just one part of it, but the people who come here and the amount of networking that happens here amongst the creative folk in Bangalore, it is I don't think they can find any other place around here, because we don't charge any money to come and sit here, and we can even spend the whole day sitting here and doing nothing. They won't bother with us. And the food and everything else that they give is so homely and so freshly made that you feel like coming again and again. So I think for all three of us, our journeys here have been fantastic.
Yeah, and like I had an interview with Subodh in the morning, the owner of this place. So he was like, he said that this is more of a bookstore rather than, the food is just another part of it. But what we want to bring to the people is people still love books and they want to experience it. So their service about experiencing or giving the feeling of just that books being around gives a whole different kind of creativity to thought and a lot of other things. For the fact that when you talk about books, and I think it's very easy to get a book, like you can get it online, you can go to a bookstore and all. Why this place? So there's a lot more. Like I've learned a lot just being here. It's been what 3 weeks with me just coming here, and I'm in love with this place. People got me fixated.
And the fact that they only like give importance to Indian writing, that's really important, because Western writing you can pick up from anywhere on earth, right? You can just buy it online. But Indian writing and quality Indian writing is very hard to come by. So here they have a mixture of books for youth and also mixture like books for adults. Like it could be philosophy, it could be psychology, it could be just art. Different kinds of themes the books come on. So that is a really wonderful way of exploring reading for anyone, be it a kid or be it an adult. Because for kids there's like a wide range of books where they can choose from, and also the readings that happen or the storytelling sessions that happen for the kids here. I think it's a wonderful way to get them to explore the inner creative self in them. Because if you look at youth or kids these days, they are mostly glued into the computer or they would be playing video games. Hardly do they get to go out and explore things, explore creativity, or just to read. And because what you learn from reading books, I don't think you can learn from video games, for example, right? So that way I think Art Galata is doing the community as large a huge favor by just having this space available, and also vice versa, the community is what keeps this place going and vibrant. So that is my view of what Art Galata is.
So that is just the books and the space fora. Other speciality of Art Galata is that Subodh and Lakshmi organize a lot of events here. For example, Let Poetry Be. So that was,
Recited his poetry.
yeah, I recited my poetry, which I would have never done otherwise. So I recited 2 of my poetries and it got selected, and I'm sending the poetry to them so that they can put in their own book compilation on their poems. So the space that they are providing to young authors and poets is too good, and they say that it happens every third week of every month. So I'm looking forward to such events, and it keeps a continuum in the literary world. So apart from this, I'm working, but I never get to the literature side of myself. But this Art Galata has given me a space and opportunity to be in touch with my literary side. So I feel very grateful to Subodh and Lakshmi for providing me this opportunity. Yep. Thank you.
Say something about the book culture that exists in Bangalore currently.
Well, I don't know about Bangalore specifically, but what I've noticed is that people of our age seem to value books more than children today. Because of increasing exposure to, I think, TV or video games, etc. There's a lot of emphasis given on being visual rather than allowing yourself to imagine things or being creative. So I think, in a way, the book culture in Bangalore is predominantly run by people of our generation or older. And I feel like maybe the people of the next generation, the people slightly 2-3 years younger than us, they are not going to continue that culture as individuals. But in terms of what the city is doing, I think, spaces like this, or even, big bookshops, etc., they give you a lot of exposure to international books or, books about a wide variety of subjects. So I think in general, people are trying to revive the art of reading because they see that it's important. Like, for example, I know of a place where they have like a story time for children who come and they learn to appreciate, like in places like Art Galata, which is right here. So things like that make a difference. So I think the people of Bangalore, at least bibliophiles, they're trying to make, this revive this entire culture of reading books. But I don't find that the younger generation is taking to that.
In these cities, you would come across these book setups where college students tend to pick up books because they come at a cheaper price than maybe the bookstores which have AC in them. But this does increase piracy, and which is a problem to the publishing houses and the authors economically. Here we are at another bookstore called Bookstop. So let's go and check out and speak to some of the customers. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah. So what kind of books are you browsing over here generally?
Right now, I am looking at literary fiction section, as you see.
Yeah.
And I like fiction personally. So yeah, right now I'm planning to pick up a
Do you
book.
generally tend to buy books from these kind of stores or from like outside?
Well, basically, as you must have noticed, there are a lot of shops, like book setups outside where they sell pirated books and stuff. But I personally feel that it's better to buy a book from a authentic bookstore. So as to get a feel, in order
It
to
definitely helps the
discourage,
publisher as well.
yeah, discourage piracy. And
Hence, we can come to a conclusion that the creative spaces provided by entrepreneurs such as these will ensure that the reading culture thrives and art forms like storytelling reaches out to the younger generations.